Welcome back, viewers at home. You're still tuned in right here on INX Prime Channel 345. Now, I am joined by the beautiful Michelle Madambi, who is a true embodiment of entrepreneurial drive. Starting Balloon Ville Creations in 2021 as a small party shop, she quickly realized her passion for balloon decorations and expanded the business to include stunning setups for a wide range of events. Now, with a firm focus on quality and innovation, she has managed to carve out a unique space in the market and establish herself as a prominent figure in the party decoration industry. Now, her rapid growth and success are a testament to her dedication and hard work, and it's clear that Michelle has a bright future ahead as an entrepreneur. Michelle, good evening, and thank you so much for joining us here on INX Prime.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Now, seeing your beautiful journey from just a party shop to now, setting up those garlands and making them so beautiful and attractive, I want to know from you, what really persuaded you to, come to the party balloon industry?
Okay, so I started working in a hotel. It started when I was working in a hotel. They used to host a lot of weddings and parties. So I took an interest from there. And then when I decided to start a business, of course, I started with a party shop, but it was just a process for me to start training myself on party setups.
So now the party shop, just to visualize this, it just had the items of your balloons and everything that one would need to, host a party. And then you then extended that to now being someone who actually helps in setting up and actually giving the whole decor for individuals. Yes. I want to know from you, from the whole setting up, would you say that there's a process for you to then, channel your creativity to make sure that, okay, it's not looking the same as the last event, and also it, sort of helps you market your brand as well?
Yeah. So each and every client comes with a different request. Okay. So there's not a time whereby I'll do the same thing that I did last time, most of the time. So yeah, someone will come and say they want a Mickey Mouse theme, someone SpongeBob, and some they'll just give you a wall and tell you, okay, just do your thing on this wall because we're going to use this wall for photos and all that. So yeah, you have to think from what balloons you need to use, the type of balloons, which color combinations, and all that.
Now, Michelle, let's say I call you up and I'm like, yo, Michelle, I need a setup. Here's a bare wall. Is it a matter of pressure when you have to now think on the spot and see how you're going to decorate it? Or it just comes quite natural to you? Because I believe at most times you plan out and you think and probably do your own research in that way. But if I come and I'm like, you know what, I'm giving you a wall and I'm letting you be the creative mind behind the balloon setup.
So as long as I have your theme, your colors for the function, it's not a very big problem for me to figure out what to put there, because I do this almost every day of my life. Yeah. So yes, it's not a big challenge to come up with ideas of what to put and what to do for you.
Speaking on challenges, what would you say was the most intimidating gig that you had to do where you felt like my creative juices are blocked? Yeah. I can't think. All I need to do now is set up these balloons and I'm just going to, pray and hope everything just comes right. When was that, and how did you feel, and how did you go about overcoming that feeling?
Okay, so I tried to do something different. I accepted to do something different for a client. So I mostly do balloons most of the time. But this client then came with another type of setup, like to put some flurries on the ceiling. And I said, you know what, I know I can do this. But then it was a very big challenge for me, because it's not something that I was used to doing every day. And the space was bigger than I had anticipated. So it was really something that I always look back to and say, oh, I don't want to go back there.
So now if a client is like, I need that, you're just like, yes, I need to breathe.
Because I trusted myself so much that I was going to do it. But then when I went there, the ceiling was too high and the space was too big for me. So that was the biggest challenge that I
So ultimately, you ended up giving the client what they needed.
Yes, I had to. I had to, because it was for a very big function, so I had to, yes.
Now, Michelle, just coming back to your journey as, an entrepreneur, I want to know from you, what would you say that you enjoy when it comes to you being an entrepreneur, as well as you being this individual who set up these garlands in a very beautiful way?
So I'm so blessed because as an entrepreneur, I'm doing something that I love very much. I have so much passion in doing these setups, and it's something that gives me an opportunity to learn new things. Because you're gonna come with your own setup and you want it done the same way. This other person will come and say they want this done the same way. So it's like I'm always learning new things all the time, and I enjoy this challenge. And also I enjoy being my own boss and making money. And when I don't have gigs, I have enough time to spend with my kids.
Oh, that is lovely.
Yes.
Now, speaking on, marketing, because marketing determines the clientele you get and also can reflect positively if done correctly in terms of your profits. How do you then go about marketing yourself, marketing Balloon Ville Creation as a brand itself?
Okay, so I've grown mostly from word of mouth because, when one customer is happy, they're always happy to refer you to another person. But I also do have Instagram, and I'm also on Google Ads. I do some promotions on Facebook sometimes.
Now, we are sure that we just live to, inform as well as inspire individuals who are probably also in the balloon industry. And they're like, you know what, like Michelle, I had to run away from the client when they asked me to go up there in the ceilings, and I was like, I'm not breaking a leg. And just hearing you saying, you know what, you ended up delivering, because ultimately with customers it's all about delivering the service. What words of advice would you give to an individual who wants to tap into the party decoration industry, as well as any other tips you would like to share in terms of how to become such a success story like yourself?
Okay, so the first advice will be you must go for it. If you believe in yourself, don't wait a moment. You must go for it. And when you're in there, it's not easy to be an entrepreneur. You'll meet some challenges, of course, but you have to be strong and you have to enjoy. And you always have to remember your vision and your goals. And yeah.
And then where to from here, Michelle?
So I'm praying and hoping to grow into a big events planner with a big hiring company where you'll be getting furniture, doing big functions for big corporate events. Yeah, that's my goal.
We wish you nothing short of the best. Michelle, thank you so much for joining us this evening and just sharing in your journey as an entrepreneur who is in the space of balloon, or rather party decoration industry.
Sorry.
Now saying thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you. It was very lovely to be here.
Now, for someone who wants to actually use your services, how can they get in touch with you, and how do they, what's the process of your hiring your services? Because I believe you're doing it yourself. Is it a possibility that you do 2 events at once, or it's a matter of, if I'm booked for the day by one client, I'm done for the day?
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't grown big enough to have a lot of people assisting me. So if I'm booked that day and that time, that's it. So people usually get me on my number, 083-314-7008. And I also have Instagram, which is balloon_ville. So yeah, you can just get hold of me from there.
That is quite amazing. Now, Michelle, seeing that you navigated so much as an entrepreneur in the space where it's a matter of you tried your ways, and even if when you were given challenges, you overcame them, and now your dreams, the idea of you now expanding even bigger, it speaks to how ambitious and how hungry you are for success. Now, I want to know from you, what would you say really speaks to your motivation, and how do you go about filling your cup so that you continue to be that driven and that ambitious?
So I really enjoy the fact that I have a lot of people looking up to me, like people from my home, my siblings and all that. So what drives me is to give them motivation through what they see in me. Yes.
Be an actual example.
Yes, to be an actual example to my sisters and my friends that look up to me.
Michelle, thank you so much. This was such a lovely conversation, and we wish you nothing short of the best and success in your business.
Thank you so much.
Viewers at home, that was Michelle joining us in and sharing in her journey as an entrepreneur who started, a business that is all about creating deco using balloons. And you know what? We heard how she overcame her challenges. Make sure you do not forget to tune in once again. But on that note, let's head over to an ad break. See you when we come back.